My dear brothers and sisters, today we celebrate the memorial of Saint Gregory the Great, a man who influenced many people, a man who brought light into the life of many people through his words, through his influential writings and teachings, and through his actions of sending many missionaries to different parts of the world. Today also we see Jesus who brought light, who brought hope into the life of Simon Peter and of course his friends. Let us remember that the beginning of our gospel passage today paints a very gloomy picture. It was a night of frustration. It was a night of failure. It was a night of disappointment because Peter and his friends, they have walked through the night as fishermen and they caught nothing. So it was a night that was not favorable to them. I don't know if you have ever experienced failures. I don't know if you have ever experienced any frustrating situation. Pero me for one, in my life, I have experienced a lot of disappointments. Even as a priest, I have experienced a lot of failures. But in each time, I always see failure as an opportunity to improve, to grow, and to become successful. I believe that the more you fail in life and you are open to correction, you are open to improvement, the more you become a better person. If you have learned something from your failure, you did not actually lose anything. If you learn from your defeat, you have not actually failed. Rather, you have learned something new. One important thing I learned personally from today's passage is the disposition of Simon Peter. Of course, many of us, when we experience failure, or when we experience disappointment, or when the time of our life and the events in our life become unfavorable to us, sometimes we may live a life of depression, or we are frustrated, or we transfer aggression. We get angry with anyone who tries to speak to us as if the person was the cause or is the cause of what we are experiencing. But Peter did not behave this way. Peter was composed. When Jesus asked him to throw in the net, he did not doubt what Jesus said. Rather, he made a comment. He said to Jesus, "We have walked all through the night and we caught nothing. Pero if you say I should throw in the net, I will do it." So in the disposition of Peter, we see a man who, even though experienced failure, he was ready to try again. He refused to give up. And this is one thing personally I learned from Peter today, that no matter the failures I experience in my life, it's not a time to give up, pero it's an opportunity to learn more. It's an opportunity to try more. It's an opportunity to trust in God. So Peter listened to Jesus, and after he listened to Jesus, you can see what happened. There was success. Every moment that seems unfavorable to us is actually an opportunity for God's intervention. Psalm 24, which is part of our responsorial psalm today, reminds us that the world and its fullness belongs to God. So Jesus is that word through whom everything in the world was created. So he knows and he has the secrets and the origins of everything that exists. This is why it is important that anything that we are experiencing in life, whatever failures, whatever hopelessness, frustration, disappointment we may experience, it's always good to have a recourse to Jesus, because he is the secret of every success. He knows exactly where the key to the success in our life is hidden. And if we are able to listen to him, if we obey his words, we will actually actualize that our success. Peter was a professional fisherman, pero he was open to the suggestion of someone that he did not even know whether he was a fisherman. So sometimes our openness, our simplicity, our humility will bring us success. But when we claim to know it all, when we think that we know everything, we may be heading towards perdition. We may be heading towards, failure. Discern what people say, because in every nonsense, there is always a sense. So let us listen to what people advise us so that we can also improve from what we hear from people. As we continue our daily activities today, I pray for all of us, especially those who may have experienced failures and those whose life have been defined by their past experience of disappointment, of hopelessness, of failure, that through this miracle that happens today in Luke chapter 5 from verses 1 to 11, we will learn that we should not give up, because our failure today does not determine how tomorrow is going to be, because God is waiting for us to give us success. So do not give up on your marriage. Do not give up on your relationship. Do not give up on your business. Do not give up in anything good that you are doing because of a simple failure. That failure is an opportunity for divine entrance. That failure is an opportunity for improvement. That failure is an opportunity for success. I want you to remember that you are blessed to bless.